Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3, where we have finally found the crash inside this old monastery. And yeah, I guess we will maybe look around a little bit before we go and see if that cure actually works. We have good reason to doubt it after all the other attempts to get rid of the tadpole so far failed. But I mean, we have to take all the opportunities given to us, right? And Lae'zel really believes that this is going to work, and I don't think she's going to relent until we at least tried it. But yeah, maybe we can check out some of these other places. This is where we have to go for the cure, and this is just the quest marker for the main quest. So I don't know, let's maybe just see what's going on over here first. There's definitely something going on.
When you have a chance to kill your enemy,
a classroom.
I'd already disarmed her.
Oh! Look at that! Githyanki children. And apparently they are fascinated by my ravens just like the tiefling children. What's going on over there though? Anyway, can we talk to the children?
Has already addled your brain. Is that it?
Are you here to see the Savage?
I'm not sure.
There, but he's in a bad mood.
Is the Savage your teacher or something?
Your disobedience brings shame on Cressy.
Oh yeah, I guess it's this guy. He does seem to be in a very bad mood.
Hatchery.
We're not skiving. We're just waiting for our lesson to start.
I mean, I didn't accuse you of anything.
Stop distracting me, you stick. I'm missing the lesson.
Alright. I guess I interrupted the training lesson class.
Perhaps a tadpole has already addled your brain.
But what are you doing to that guy? Why are you kicking him?
Stop
I have something to ask.
whining.
Val's so weird. Why doesn't he fight back?
I don't know. Maybe we can ask him.
Cressy.
Oh, that's the guy who's not fighting
I'm
back.
sorry, Savage.
Let's maybe talk to the teacher? Question mark?
Hatchery. We are training to fight Gake. You think they will hesitate? They won't need to if we keep killing each other
Githyanki with
for
beard
them.
looks weird.
It's stupid. Orphe. Silence.
Huh.
It seems your childish prattling is attracting an audience.
Indeed.
You fight again. This time, daggers only. And to the death, as instructed. Who wants to challenge this sniveling Istark?
Was he trying to say Orpheus? Like the renegade prince that Lae'zel doesn't like because he's against the queen? Okay, so what exactly is going on here? Offer to fight the boy yourself. Watch what happens. Killing your own soldiers is an odd strategy for winning a war. Persuasion, leave the boy alone. You made your point. Leave. Okay, so apparently he's like kicking this boy because he doesn't want to fight. Which I guess kind of proves that maybe not all Githyanki are aggressive and warrior-like, and some just want to be left alone and maybe don't want to be warriors and fight all the time. So maybe we don't need that whole experiment where we steal an egg and raise a Githyanki in a different culture. Okay, what do I want to do here? Do I want to try to persuade him? I kind of like the option to offer to fight the boy myself. I just wish I had an idea what my options after that were. I mean, maybe I can fight him and then just, switch to unarmed before taking him out so I don't actually kill him. Just to, prove a point that, you can also defeat your enemy without killing them or something. I don't know. Also, Githyanki do respect strength, so if I maybe offer to fight, this will gain their respect to some degree. But yeah, why are you killing your own soldiers? Is this really a good strategy for winning a war?
Cowards are not tolerated in our ranks, though I gather they are welcome in yours.
But I mean, I'm guessing that your society also need like non-soldier people. Or is every Githyanki a soldier? Is there no need for other professions and whatnot? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm actually going to try this. This feels like something, you know, you would do in a situation like this. Instead of having him fight like one of the others who might actually kill him, I'm going to do it, and I will, you know, try to not kill him, obviously. I just hope that this is going to be an option, so I don't want to kill the boy, because apparently he just doesn't want to go through with all of this. Yeah, sure. Let's give it a try.
You?
Collective approves.
My students do not waste their time fighting such weaklings. But as we seem so intent on doing things differently today, why not?
Yes,
Take
let's
a
do
dagger,
things
stranger.
differently today.
This exercise requires nothing more than a blade and a backbone.
All right.
What are you waiting for? Begin!
I refuse. There has to be a
He
better
really
way.
doesn't
Kill
want to
it.
fight.
Kill him and put us all out of our misery.
Yeah, I think we have our answer to the question whether all Githyanki are aggressive and want to fight all the time. The answer is no. There's no honor in killing a defenseless boy. Seems a little murderous to me, I'll pass. The boy's naivety is pathetic, kill him. Dexterity, make a non-fatal attack. Okay, so I do have kinda the option to take him down without killing him. I was kinda hoping that this was going to be like a normal battle, like in the game mechanic, and I can just like switch to unarmed and then take him down. Being a skill check is obviously a bit more problematic, because what if I fail? Will it make my non-fatal attack fatal accidentally? But okay, I mean, I went down this path, so I guess I should try to go through with it. And I'm decent at dexterity, so I think I have a good chance to pull this off. Let's try it. Well, it's not an easy skill check, but at least I have some good bonuses. All the skill checks are pretty difficult in this place. I wonder if this is just because I have progressed the story that far, or if the increased difficulty also makes your skill checks more difficult. I don't know. Let's see if this works. I think that should be enough. It is. Alright, let's do it. That was pathetic. Oh, what the hell? That seemed pretty fatal, Artemis. What did you just do?
You skillfully avoid hitting any major organs.
Okay.
But apparently it was enough. He's out cold.
Yet another staggering display of incompetence. Move him out of the way.
Are you talking to me
We've
because I
wasted
didn't
enough
actually
time
kill him?
already.
This was actually very competent. To stab him in the chest like that and not kill him, that takes... Ooh! That takes some skill.
You are well on your way to being gate food.
So he's not dead, right? No, he's knocked out. Which means we can probably revive him, can we not?
Strike hard. Slice flesh. No hesitation.
I guess I can just like throw a potion at him. That worked before when we revived that dwarf or whatever. Let's try this again. Oh, no, I didn't mean to drop it. Where did I put all my potions of healing? I just want to throw one of them. Throw. Alright, let's find a good angle here. There we go. Okay, that worked. Let's talk to him.
Thank you, Istik. The Sauvage would have left me there to die. He's always telling us how we have to be ruthless, that death is the only mercy we deliver. But you showed compassion and kindness. You're just like... Never mind.
Just like... Next time I won't be there to intervene. Treat carefully. That is true. I think you will have a hard time with that teacher. He's not going to be any more merciful on you next time. Compassion, kindness, I did it for the gold. No pay up. Persuasion, just like who? If there's a like-minded soul here, I'd love to meet them. I mean, he probably want to say like Orpheus, right? Ranger, empathy is a tool in any good hunter's arsenal, no different to a notched arrow. I kind of like that, actually. You know, there's a time for violence and there's a time for empathy. Detect thoughts, seek the name the boy refuses to reveal. Leave. Sure, I really like the ranger option here. Not just because it's a ranger option. It's also a good rule to live by.
That's wise, I think. You sound just like him. Prince Orpheus.
Mm-hmm.
He's so strong and wise, and he rides a comet. A comet! We're forbidden to talk about him. They say Vlaakith knows if you even think his name. I found his book. Part of it, anyway. I read it all the time. He's unbelievable.
Well, he's certainly very interested in Orpheus. I mean, we have read about Orpheus before. Where did you get this book? Can I have it? Show him the chapter you found. Yes, I guess I can do that. I think Lae'zel will not approve, but I mean, this guy is really fascinated by Orpheus, so I think I should give him the chapter. Do others here read these Orpheus stories? Probably not, if it's forbidden. So yeah, let's show him our chapter.
What is it? Is this another part of the book?
Are you mad? This legend is a heresy to my queen. Merely uttering his name is enough to tempt a violent fate.
These words. There's so much more to know about him. I can't believe it. Please, let me give you the fragment I have.
Alright, so
Thank
I
you,
can
Rastil.
read more of the story as well.
Razerai ka tavkin crushed.
Also, Lae'zel, what are you so worried about? If your queen is so powerful and great, then a few stories shouldn't hurt her, right? But yeah, let's take a look at the next chapter. Orpheus, Prince of the Comet, Part 2, Sacrifice. This stone disc has Githyanki runes carved into it. Below them is drawn a translation into the common tongue. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlaakith." Obviously, to him, Vlaakith is the renegade. But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty was Gestil Kithrak lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. Just gone, you say? He wasn't like dead, confirmed dead, just gone. So he might show up again. Interesting, very interesting. And that's a journal update. I kind of want to talk to Lae'zel about this as well. We read a forbidden book about a certain Prince Orpheus. He seems to be a challenger to Queen Vlakis and the son of Gith, the one who freed the Githyanki from the Mind Flayers. Yeah, Lae'zel, let's maybe talk about this if we can.
This place is enlightening. My own creche, Kalir, is remote and sunless, cloaked in the silence of wild space. My Savage would find this one altogether too genial.
Really? Okay, I do have some options here. The crash training room was illuminating. Are Gith instructors always so brutal? Probably.
My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell.
Well, that's great. That's awful. Is life not precious to the Githyanki? For what reason? Rage entertainment? That's incredible. I have no doubt they deserved it. I wouldn't know. Yeah, why did you do that?
Survival. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win.
I see.
They underestimated me, so they paid the price. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
So basically a very extreme form of Darwinism. I mean, that would explain why all the adult Githyanki we meet are aggressive and hostile and warrior-like, because everyone who is different probably dies before they reach that age. But I can ask her about the disc as well. Let's do that.
Your mind connects with Lae'zel's, and together you envision the Githyanki disc.
Another part of the Orpheus tale. This one has been translated to Common.
I'd like to hear you tell the story. No need to read it aloud. No, I would like to hear it, and maybe your thoughts on it as well.
Fine. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlakith." But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, Gestil Kithrak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone.
And do you have any comment on that?
True heir, glorious prince, there's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus.
Alright, I guess that comment was to be expected. Yeah, that's all I can ask her for the time being. But very illuminating. Okay, I want to see if I can talk to the guy again. Surgery kit. Notes on Mind Flayer anatomy. I kind of want to read that though. Insights gleaned from research. Mind Flayers must consume the brains of humanoids in order to stay alive. It is said that the act of devouring a humanoid brain results in a state of euphoria and contributes to the thin glaze of mucus that coats a Mind Flayer's skin. Some researchers go so far as to claim that it is possible to deduce how recently another Mind Flayer fed, and indeed the health of its victim, from the viscosity of that mucus. Little is known about what a Mind Flayer's brain contains. Some have argued that their skulls are filled with eggs that will later become the tadpoles with which they enthrall their victims. Others propose that the brain is in fact a cluster of pure cerebral nerves. Since Mind Flayers procreate by tadpoling humanoids. They technically have no need of genitals, but I have been unable to verify this in the absence of any written record. Yeah, maybe that's an area of research nobody really wants to explore any further. Okay, let's see. Most of the stuff here is off limits, so I can't take stuff, but I can probably talk to a few more people. What about these guys?
Did you see that? What a wimp! I'm way braver than Val.
I'm sure you are.
Quicker! A Jake would have smeared you across the floor by now.
I love fighting with daggers. It's so personal. You're close enough to see the light go out behind their eyes.
Well, I mean, I understand that you need to fight and train for your upcoming battles, but maybe you shouldn't enjoy it on a creepy level like that.
What do I do? I failed the Savage. I failed Vlaakith herself. I'm going to double my training. No, triple. I won't waste this chance.
Well, good luck, I guess.
Savage Kefk is a wonderful teacher. He'd happily help you improve your technique, Istik.
My technique is just fine, thank you very much.
Why didn't you stab him properly? All that waiting around just to watch Varl take a nap.
There's clearly not a lot of compassion going on between these students. But yeah, let's try to talk to the Savage again.
Strike hard! What is it? These insufferable interruptions are distracting from my lessons.
I still can't get over the fact that some Githyanki have beards. I don't know, it somehow looks weird. Your lessons are reprehensible. I doubt it matters. Based on what I just saw, your students are a lost cause. I'm curious, why make them fight to the death? Why was the boy refusing to leave? Yeah, why do you make them fight like that? I mean, I know why he wasn't willing to kill, because he has different ideas and he just prefers a different way of life, I suppose. But yeah, why are you doing it this way?
Our wars are waged against Gake, not bandits and petty thieves. The slightest mistake, the smallest hesitation, and you die. The warrior next to you dies, 100 more behind them. So we ensure that in our ranks, there are no mistakes. I wouldn't expect an Istik to understand. On this plane, inadequacy is expected.
So basically you just kill everyone who isn't perfect in training. Yeah, sorry, but that's kind of stupid. I mean, Artemis perfectly understands the need to train children for a world that isn't always easy and that can be dangerous and harsh and so on. And obviously she had to learn this herself as well, growing up in the wilderness and so on. So she also had to learn her lessons and how to survive and all of that. But I mean, that's what training is for, right? To learn and to grow. And I would argue that it's possible to eradicate mistakes without eradicating the person making the mistake. So this extreme approach here feels counterproductive. It's a little bit like that weird ritual that Shadowheart was put through when she was a kid, when she was like sent into the forest and then just had to survive on her own. I think when Artemis first heard that story from Shadowheart, she didn't actually think much of it, because yes, of course children have to survive in the forest, right? They have to learn this. So this isn't any unusual to send your kid out into the woods to survive. But the difference is that, you know, Artemis learned this from when she was very small, presumably. So her parents probably taught her, these are mushrooms and berries you can eat, and this is how you make fire, and this is how you can build a shelter for the night, and read tracks of animals. And when she was old enough She learned to use a bow and arrow, so when she was that age, she probably could survive in the forest on her own to some degree. So it didn't really occur to her that this was unusual, but it probably was because Shadowheart grew up in the cities, so I guess she never learned any of that. She was just sent out there without any kind of training. And it's a little bit similar here, because while they do have training, the training itself can already be lethal, so it's not really training at all. And I don't think that Artemis really understands that approach. Just, train your children in proper fucking training. Give them a chance to learn and to grow and to make mistakes, and then send them into life and their situations, and not before they actually learned how to survive. So, yeah, I think this is not the point of training. This is just laziness masquerading as strength, because, it's easier to just let the students that make mistakes die instead of taking the time and making the effort to actually teach them to survive. And this is not how she would do that. But to be fair, we've only seen a glimpse of Githyanki training here, so I guess it's possible that the young ones have a bit more flexibility and leniency and will not be punished for every mistake, and only like the older ones can be made to fight to the death or get punished for mistakes by death or whatever. So yeah, I guess we don't know the whole story here. But yeah, I think I have talked to everyone. Let's maybe see if there's anything else around here we can look at. We did talk to this poor fellow. And I think there's someone standing up here. Yes, there is.
Unless you want to be set up as target practice, I suggest you leave, Istik.
Well, I invite you to try. Okay, but it doesn't look like there's anything else going on here. Okay, well, in that case, we will just move on. I guess this is kind of the direction we need to go in. Have I talked to these guys already? I may have.
On second thoughts, perhaps an inquisitive Istik would make a good practice dummy.
You're the second person suggesting that I should be a practice dummy. Again, I invite you to try. Oh, look at this. Small portrait of Vlaakith. Is this your definition of a small portrait? It's not exactly small, to be honest. Let's take a look at it.
This imposing portrait depicts a powerful Githyanki warrior, undeniably regal in her mien.
Vlaakith herself. She is both the sun that blinds us and the void that contains us. Praise be.
In the corner of the painting is a small symbol you can't quite place.
Study the subject's features, history. Inspect the symbol more closely. Dexterity, draw a new face onto the portrait. I mean, that would be funny, but I think I shouldn't be doing that. That's just inviting trouble. I'm not sure if I really like the queen or what I've heard about her so far, but still. But I guess we can see if we can identify that symbol. Alright, again, pretty difficult skill check for what seems to be a pretty unrelevant thing, but I guess I will try. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. I'm also not sure if it's important enough for an inspiration. Let's just continue.
As hard as you rack your brain, the symbol doesn't look like
I
anything
mean,
you've seen before.
it could be a comet, and if it's a comet, it might be the symbol of Orpheus, right? It would make sense that maybe someone who follows Orpheus, like that one guy we spoke to before, might deface a portrait of Lae'zel with the symbol of Orpheus. Just a suggestion. But sure, let's study the subject's features.
This Githyanki looks different from the others you've seen here. The way her stark white skin stretches over her sharp features gives her a distinctly otherworldly aspect.
Yeah, I don't know, she looks kind of dead. Or undead. Yeah, I guess I will not deface the portrait. I think I've pissed off Lae'zel enough already today. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. This might not be where we need to go, but I guess we will check it out anyway.
Strange that one of your kind would be allowed here, especially during an inquisition.
Yes, I would like to know more about that inquisition, to be honest. Well, maybe we will at some point. Ooh. Hatchery.
I'd expect to see 15 eggs at the very least.
Okay. So this is where Githyanki eggs are hatched. I'm not seeing any though. Are they like in the water? It's acid. Are they inside the acid? I don't know. Let's maybe try to talk to this guy over here. Oh.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Oh. Well, that is a trap I can't disarm. At least not in the standard fashion.
Istik are permitted to view the birthing pools now. These are strange times. Step carefully while here. Our hatchery is protected by lethal safeguards. I do not wish to pick your remains
Yeah,
from them.
so I noticed. I thought a hatchery would have more eggs. Well, so I just learned from Lae'zel. You could point out the traps. I definitely avoid them then. Maybe a little bit obvious. Don't worry, I'm leaving. Yeah, shouldn't this place have more eggs?
Most are hatched.
Only
Only one
one.
remains. Monitored by Varsh Koku, the caretaker of our young. You may speak to the
Okay.
Varsh if you wish, but stay away from the egg. There will be no second boy.
Exactly one egg. How convenient. Exactly one egg that I might need for that one quest that I didn't take. Okay, so how do I get to where I need to go? Raider Zaran. Vash Koku. Okay, this is the guy I'm supposed to talk to. Custodian of the hatchery. Okay. I guess I might have to. Ooh. Oh!
Carefully.
There's
There's a
traps
trap.
everywhere. I might be able to do some jumping here, but I'm not sure if that would trigger the traps. Is there any other way to get there? Maybe through here. Or can I just walk through the acid? Oh, there's probably even more traps around here, huh? Karlak, get away from the gas. And get away... I think I should probably do this on my own. Okay, so the acid will burn you. Yeah, on the one hand, I kind of want to do this on my own. On the other hand, I think Lae'zel should be with me when I talk to other Githyanki. So, ideally, I would just take Lae'zel with me. I don't know. Let's try to do this as a group. And if you guys start doing stupid stuff like triggering traps, I will have to leave you behind.
I've spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
Alright, so you made it at least up until here without triggering anything. Oh!
Stay vigilant. There are traps here.
But at least these are traps I can disarm. Hang on. Astarion.
What now?
Can you jump up here, please? Can you disarm these traps? Okay, these are fairly standard traps, so using Astarion might not even be necessary, but I guess we may as well. Repulsion mine. Huh. Something new. Alright.
What to do?
Now, let's continue, but carefully. There might be more traps.
Spotted a trap.
Okay, I mean, these traps I don't really care about, because I can just go this way. Okay, I think we're good. Let's go and talk to Vash Koku.
What's up for discussion?
You can tell Kithrak Therazin that my position has not changed. The egg requires more time. Furthermore... I was not expecting an istik. What brings you to my hatchery?
Just curiosity, to be honest. I heard you're waiting for one last egg to hatch, right? You mistook me for someone. Who were you expecting? I came here to steal an egg. I mean, even if that was my intention, why would I announce it? Yeah, I heard you're waiting for one last egg to hatch.
Failure at the first hurdle of existence. Most caretakers would crush it and be done.
Most
Harsh.
caretakers would not give the child its fair chance. But I shall. There could be greatness in that shell.
Interesting.
You note that the hope in his voice is tinged with weariness. It's the voice of a man who's fought the inevitable for a long time.
Okay, so maybe my theory that, like, Githyanki children get a slightly more lenient treatment during training was wrong, because apparently even when there's still an egg, they are already judged and destroyed if they don't meet a certain criteria. So if they hatch too late, they just get destroyed, because apparently being late means you're weak. I don't know. This seems like an awful lot of fuss for one egg. What will happen to this egg if it doesn't hatch? Well, apparently they just crush it, if Lae'zel is to be believed. Why do you care so much for one dot egg? I don't know. Will you tell me more about that? I guess I will have to pass the skill check first. There we go.
Not all that arrive late are weak. I created this entire hatchery, despite being the last of my clutch to hatch. They almost drowned me in the hatching pool. If it wasn't for the Vash of my clutch.
Ah.
This one deserves the same chance.
I would agree. I don't really understand why being late means you're weak. Usually if you're born too early, that means you are probably weaker and less healthy. So, I don't see the connection here. What will happen to this egg if it doesn't hatch? This seems like an awful lot of fuss for one egg. Let me help. I can take it somewhere safe. Huh. I mean, I guess I could convince him to give me the egg. It's better than being destroyed. Now I wonder if I can take one of these options first before using Persuade. It's not always clear whether you can do that. So maybe let's just use Persuade right away. I mean, I don't really want to give it to, like, that weird woman and the Society of Brilliance, but on the other hand, it's still better than being destroyed, right? So, maybe we will give this a try. Alright, that's, another high skill check. Should I use this? I can use inspiration if I fail. Won't need to.
You? What do you know about Githyanki child rearing?
Nothing, to be honest.
Still, the captain's due for an inspection any day now. And if she sees it here... Tell me, what will you do with it if I entrust it to you?
That's a good question. I'll raise it as if it were my own flesh and blood. I don't think Artemis wants to be the mother of a child. Any kind of child, so that's probably not what she would do. I'll make the best omelette you've ever tasted. I mean, some of these options are just awful, kind of funny, but also awful. I'll find another crash, one that's more forgiving. That seems a pretty long shot, but I guess it's worth a try. Depends how much you think these things sell for. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to believe me if I tell him I'm going to raise a child as my own. So maybe just telling him I'm going to look for another crash would be the best option. And like I said, if there's no other option, I can still give it to the woman, like I said, because it's still better than getting destroyed.
Do you think the Sword Coast is littered with creches? That you found this one was unlikely enough. But you've a spirit about you that's quite inspiring. Perhaps
She's
even
flattered.
equal to the challenge. I can no longer ignore that Kithrak Thurizen's patience has its limits. Very well. Here. Take these. They will aid your approach to the egg.
Okay. Ooh. Don't you want to fight with your brothers and sisters? No, they will probably kill you, or you will have to kill them. Maybe that's the reason why the egg isn't hatching. It perfectly knows what's going to await it here. Okay, that's where I need to go, right? So maybe I'm going to untoggle my complete group, and I suppose I can just Misty Step over here.
Gods, it smells awful in here.
Fighting a battle already.
Alright, let's take the egg.
Large green egg with an uneven shell. You can see a vague outline of something within it.
Reach out and touch the egg. Pick it up gingerly and stow it in your pack. Crush the egg beneath your foot. Leave the egg alone. And I can still destroy it. No, let's just take it. Alright, and here I'm standing like in the middle of that strange gas. There it is. A large egg with a soft, almost see-through shell, protected with iron bands. A Githyanki child stirs within. Oh, okay, right, he wanted to give me something. I guess that's what he gave me, so I can walk through the acid. I guess I should be doing that. Let's get away from here.
This place is trapped.
Yes, there's traps everywhere, but I made it out fairly safe. Well, look at that. I think Lae'zel wants to talk to me about this. Sure, let's do it.
An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth
Oh, really?
of it. A child of Gith and a servant of Vlaakith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. And don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain pass.
Developing motherly feelings, huh? But okay, she doesn't want me to give it to the woman, so I guess that's out of the question. Even though I think it's still better than getting destroyed. You know what, Lae'zel? Maybe you should just take it. You already appear to take a liking to it. So you can hatch it if you want. Yeah, I guess that's all we need to do here.
I want to have a word.
Can I talk to him again?
You've caught the egg, haven't you? Be on your way then. Before I change my mind.
Alright, we will take care of it. We will take care of it. And now we just need to return to the beginning, I suppose. Alright, looks like we all made it here. And yeah, there's... Oh, hang on a second. There's something I can read. Let's do that. This message has been inscribed in the common tongue. Coco, a new batch is arriving soon. If you are still holding out hope for the hatching of that fine leg, give up. If it can't hatch on its own, it's not worthy of joining our ranks. Destroy it and move on. Kithrak Therazin. Okay. But yeah, I guess that was interesting. We got the egg, even though not the way that we thought we had to take it. We didn't actually steal it. But I think I'm going to make a cut here, and maybe in the next episode we will finally check out the cure and see if it works. But for today, let's call it a day as always. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.